I think the number one thing a business owner can do to elevate their opportunity to get found in the search of an AI model, whether that's Chat, Gemini, Perplexity, Claude, is to get their experience and their level of expertise out of their head and get it into video format, in micro formats. What does that mean? That means have someone in your organization or have the company marketing team that you work with interview you every single month. And all you need to do is answer the questions that are showing up in forums like Reddit, on the first page of Google. You can crawl and get these answers that are all over the internet because AI engines have crawled the whole of the internet. Google, for example, has a model that says EEAT, expertise, experience, authority, and trust. Only way for us to get your experience found in an AI model is that you share it with the internet. You share it on social media in a structured way so that these AI engines can train and learn on your content. If you Google something today and look at the first page, you will find videos all over the first page of Google. That has never been like that in years gone by. You will find Instagram, you will find Facebook, you will find TikTok, you will find YouTube, of course, because they own it. And so what do you think these AI engines learn on? AI engines don't create content. They produce content that they've already trained on. And so that's the missed opportunity. And every business owner that wants to elevate their brand, get in front of buyers in an earlier part of the discovery of their buyer's journey, that's the number one thing I could recommend any business owner be doing. We agree, most people agree that people buy from people they know, like, and trust, brands they know, like, and trust. And you're an expert at what you do. You've been doing it for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. And the people that are going to buy from you are actually not smart about what it is that you do. But yet when we step into social media, you only want to share that expertise when they show up in your office or when you go to their house to do the estimate. And what we encourage is that you just simply release your expertise in micro formats in either written, print, or a video format. We prefer video across the board because you can repurpose that everywhere. But so many of you make it difficult. You make it seem like it's a performance. You make it seem like you have to remember a script. You do not. All you need to do is answer the frequently asked questions that your ideal prospects are going to ask you and just turn the camera on. The easiest way to do that is sit down with one of your team members, like I'm doing right now. See, someone's in the production room asking me these questions right now. So it takes the edge off of me feeling like I'm performing. I'm not performing. I'm literally answering a question that she's asked me because it gets asked by our clients all the time. And so your expertise is key in transferring trust to your perfect prospects before they're ready to buy. And the more you do it, the more they can build trust in you before they're ready to buy. And then when they show up in your world, when they're ready to buy, it won't feel like you have to sell them a thing. So if you are getting started today, there is one complete system that I always recommend. Number one, you're going to get clear on that number one buyer, what's keeping them up at night. Number two, you're going to identify 3 to 5 of those top problems that are keeping them up at night. You're going to record one video about each of the problems, empathizing with them, letting them know you understand what they're going through. You're not going to make a heavy call to action in that video. You're going to run these ads on Meta. I primarily want you to do it on Meta, Facebook, Instagram, Threads. Why on Meta? Because out of the 3.3 billion people that use that platform every single day, people are on that platform for about 43 minutes per day. That gives you a lot of opportunity and them a lot of opportunity to get those videos in front of people. You only need $1 a day per video to start that campaign. What you're looking for is to give Meta a signal as to who might be raising their hand about that problem. What you do then is you institute our core methodology. That is, create an offer, offer it to your market, remarket to them, and engage through email. Core, C-O-R-E. Creating an offer means what kind of offer or invitation would you give someone who had the problem that you can solve if they weren't ready to buy today? Obviously, you're going to offer that to your market through an advertising campaign in Meta, which we teach you how to do. And the people that don't take that offer, you're going to remarket to. One thing that's beautiful about social media advertising and Google for that matter is that anyone who interacts with your ad, even if they don't take the invitation, whether that's to download your ebook, whether that's to go to your webinar, or whether that's they visit your website, but they don't do anything, the platform remembers who they are. So you can now remarket to them with a different type of invitation. And those that do take your invitation are going to end up on your email list. And that's the biggest missed opportunity, is people misunderstand the power of email. The vast majority of people who might have the problem might not be ready to solve it today. And if you can get them on your email list in your world, you can now communicate with that person for a long period of time. Let me give you one quick example as to why this is such a big deal. We had a guy come into our world around 2017. He was thinking about starting this business. I remember it had something to do with coffee. It turned out that he wasn't ready to buy at that time. He wasn't ready to engage with an agency. He stayed on our email list. Turns out that the coffee business did never happen. I hear from him about 3 years later, 2021-ish, 2020-ish, something like that. He was on on to the next thing. Guess what? He reached out. The next thing didn't go down. He finally reaches out in 2024, and now he's about to write his book and release his book. He then engaged the agency. When I asked him, how did you remember us all these years? He goes, you're the only person who would have ever gotten my business because you're the only person who stayed in touch with me over the last 7 years. And guess how much it cost me? Next to nothing. Now, was this the big bomb diggity contract? No. He was an entrepreneur startup still on his third idea, but he did hire us for an engagement, and it was like a 3,000x ROI. Let me be clear. So that's the way the model works when you're first getting started. It works that way if you're a seasoned company, but that's the part of the power of that kind of system. It's not a tactic. It's not a one thing to do. It's a complete system that we install or that we teach our clients to install in their business.